Hello, good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Latifat, most consistent. Good evening, how are you doing now? I'm trying to see if other people have joined, then we can start fully. Good evening and welcome, everybody. Sam Ojoye, the Director of Proper Realty, one of the fastest growing real estate company here in Lagos, Nigeria. It's my pleasure to have everybody here tonight. I'm trying to see those people who have joined. I can see some people have joined. Um, I'm waiting for my guy so we can have this conversation. I'm waiting for him so we can have this conversation. So he's going to join very soon. I just put a call across to him. Mushin, yeah. How are you all doing today? How is your day going? How was your week? Did you close sales? Did you prospect? Tell me, how did your week go? Oh, Mushin, how is it going? Can you hear me? Oh, perfect, 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 perfect. Mushin, I think it's fine if we can open our camera, then probably we'll have a conversation properly. Can you hear me? Mushin, I think it's fine if we can open our camera, then probably we'll have a conversation properly. Can you hear me?
hear you, sir.
How's it going? Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can hear me. Can you?
yeah.
Okay, that's good.
How's it going? And good evening.
It's fine, sir. How's your day?
My day was good. Very well. I've been in the office all day just trying to sort the whole this thing. So which
Okay,
part of
okay.
at the moment?
I can't hear you properly, so let me check if I can use my
So I think
AirPods.
okay, okay. Check if you can use your AirPods.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
It's better now, right?
Yes, it's better. It's better, sir.
Are you in state?
Pardon?
What state are you in? What state?
Kano State.
Kano State. Thank you very much.
Yes,
But
Kano.
it's quite important. We're just gonna be having a conversation in the next 20 to 30 minutes. I don't want to take too much of the time. I think I saw your results connected on Instagram a few months ago, and we had conversation going, and all of a sudden you just came out of nowhere telling me you've closed over 100 million in sales. I was like, whoa, I need to have a conversation with you and bring you to talk with the team. And it's great to have you this evening. And it's my pleasure. I really appreciate. Thank you very much. Please, John, if you're there, do a follow up in the group. Get people to join the meeting because it's gonna be a fantastic conversation we'll be having this night. So very quickly, I want to know when exactly did you start real estate?
Okay, sir. I started real estate early this year. That's January this year. But I came across real estate last year, November last year.
So you started early this year. You came across it last year, November,
Yes, sir.
and you've closed over 100 million in deals already.
Yes. In
Do
this
you?
month only, sir. In this month only.
Okay, this month only is over 100 million.
This month only. Yes, sir. This May.
Cumulatively since you started, how much have you closed?
Pardon?
I said cumulatively since you started, how much have you closed?
That's um 150. Since this month's sale is a bigger sale, so it will be like 150.
Over 100 million. That's really nice. And
150.
we had a conversation this afternoon. I was telling you, you have a sporadic growth. The truth is, not everybody has this kind of growth you have. I'm so happy for you, and that should give you an indicator that you can do big things in the industry, and you should be making a lot of money. What are some of the things you think you started doing and when you started selling? Because I understand there are some people on the call tonight which have not done anything so far, and they're not sure of what the next step to take. Because people feel you need money to start out. People feel they are quite dead as a result of where they are. If you are in Kano and you're selling a lot of property, you are closing deals. I have people who are even who are in Ogun State, who are in Ibadan, close to where the thing is happening, and they are not even closing deals. So I wanted to know, like, how has the journey been like for you since the very beginning? What are some of the things you started out? So just feel free and share with us. Well, yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I came across real estate November last year, and I saw an interview with Mr. Ndola Adetola. That's when I got the idea of a real estate, and that really inspires me to like, oh my God, this guy is a young guy and he's able to earn this kind of a mega company. So if he can do it, then I can do it. Then from
Mm.
then I started following real estate gurus like you, sir, and I started following them on social media, attending classes, sales classes, and real estate classes. That's when I learned more about real estate and learn more about the
Very
documentations.
because I want people to be learning. I think I've gained two things from what you said so far. First of all, what you surround yourself with inspires you, right? Because you've seen
Yes, sir.
another person initially, you feel you could do it, and that gave you the motivation to go. So sometimes I need to ask you, when you think you are failing, when you think things are not working right, probably you need to check the circle of people you surround yourself with. Because take it, give it, knowingly or unknowingly, people you have around you either empower you or they disempower you. That's very important. And the second thing I think I've gotten from your this thing so far is you said you were attending series of sales training. It's quite sad because a lot of people want result, but they don't want to put in the work, which is really bad. You have someone, this is a training going on. I've closed several deals myself. Machine just came in less than a year. He has closed deals of over 150 million naira. And you see someone who is here to close deal out there, just randomly posting on WhatsApp, and they are not putting in the work. So here is my first point of call to you tonight if you're on this call. Please, as much as possible, be careful of the kind of people you surround yourself with because they either empower you or they disempower you. And secondly, you need to attend trainings. See, there's a favorite quote I like. They said, "Losers complain, winners train." Losers
Yes.
complain, winners train. Yeah, it's very important. You can never take out the part of training. I like the fact you mentioned Nola Adetola, and he's a big dog. He's one of the people that inspire me to when it comes to real estate. Fantastic guy. He has done 250 billion in a space of 6 7 years in assets building a company. Not a lot of people can do that. So, and one thing you always learn from him is he would overemphasize on why you need to learn, why you need to learn, why you need to learn. I think last time, the last conference I went for, he has spent over $400,000 in education. And most people even have the free education and they are not even taking advantage of it. If you are not taking advantage of the free stuffs, how do you want to get to sell to? How do you want to get to that stage whereby you can spend money on conferences? Today I have 10 conferences in different part of the region. I know conferences I paid every amount through my nose just to attend. So if people, because it's quite sad and it's quite unfortunate, but don't let me give you the flow. I'm sorry, I just had to put it that quickly.
Okay, sir. After gathering all those knowledges, I started to practice. Yes, after 2 months of attending classes and self training, I started to go into it and try it. And trust me, sir, in the first 8 days, I closed 9 deals. And that's when everything changed. And I said, woo, this is possible.
In
Yes,
the
I can
first,
do this. First 8 days, sir, I closed 9 deals.
you closed 9 deals in the first 8 days.
Yes, sir. And
That
that
and for the purpose of people that are on this call, can you give us some of the things you did nitty gritty? Because you closing a deal in the first 8 days, you closed very fantastic, and tell you sincerely, not a lot of people. So can you give us some of the things you did in that 8 days or 9 days whereby you closed those deals? Probably someone on this call tonight may be able to replicate that and get results for themselves too.
Okay, sir. The first thing I did was to find a real estate company near my location, and I signed up with them that I want to be a realtor. Then they give me their flyers and they show me the site. I went there to take my videos, and after taking my videos,
What?
yes, after taking my videos of the site,
Okay.
I went straight to Facebook to find WhatsApp Facebook groups related to real estate here in Kano State. So
Okay.
I post this my content, and in no time, people start reaching out. People start reaching out, going for inspections. Some are buying, some are not buying. But trust me, sir, in 8 days, I'm able to close 9 deals.
How much was the property then per
Yes,
plot?
1 million naira, one
A
million
million
naira,
plots. And how much
1.1 million naira, one
can
point
you
one million naira.
get out of the 9 plots?
Yes, 900,000.
So was it 9 people that bought the 9 plots, or some people bought a couple of plots?
7 people bought.
7 people bought into 9 plots. And thank you very much for that. Because I need to put perspective to things. When people are starting out, most people feel they don't have the money to run ads yet. They can't do this, they can't do that. And like I do always say, because at the end of the day, excuses are language of losers. You can either have excuses or you have results. You can never have both. And one of the things I think you've been able to do differently is, if I may ask, who told you about going to those Facebook groups to get people?
The trainings I attended, they told me that I can leverage on social media. So leveraging
Very,
on social media plays a virtual role in my sales because
very
100% of my clients till now are from social media. I know none of them, sir. 100% of them are from social media.
Imagine. So because I like the way you're taking this thing from, because the truth of the matter is, if you want to go, like you want to go the organic route, meeting out to people, you face rejection here and there. But I like your brilliant story, and thank you for not hiding anything. You're able to leverage on groups, go into groups, post your flyer into there. Because I really want this class to be as much as practical as possible. The first thing I think I got from your this thing is, you find a credible company, you went to site yourself. It's quite sad. A lot of people want to sell property and they've never even been to site. Because one thing this does is, when you go to site of where you're selling, it even makes you build up, it gets build up interest in you too. You have trust in what you're getting to sell. Because if you don't have that build up interest, you don't have the motivation to really push hard on it. And this is a fantastic this thing. Almost everybody's on social media. Almost everybody these days are on their phone. But only a few people have really been able to leverage. How many Facebook groups have you been into? Like I do tell people most times, if you really want to go out there and get clients, it's either you run ads, or if you don't have money, you have to spend time. Then some of the time you be is probably you might need to do cold DMs, you might need to get into some of those groups where the kind of people you want are. Then you're able to close this deal. So let me give it back to you. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. So after January, then February, I replicate what I did. But by March, I tried to go into running ads because I attended a training on how to run ads and even pay for a course on how to run ads.
Hmm.
And that's where everything changed. So ads plays a vital role. Now I can't do without ads.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I also attend a class of how to run ads, how to shoot videos. Yes, and even purchase this kind of a classes. My brother used to edit for me. I bought a course for him over 10,000 naira, a course on CapCut. So he's the one working for me doing the editing. So we want to go. We used to go to the site, make our own videos, then run some ads.
That's really, really brilliant. That's really, really brilliant. So how long did it take you to learn about running the—
In less than 3 days, sir. It's a course. I bought it.
That's nice. Instagram or Facebook ads?
Both.
Okay, but so you run on the two platforms.
Yes, sir. The thing is, when you run on Facebook, they you put your content on Instagram. So since it's all meta, so if you run for Facebook, if you like, they will post your content on Instagram.
Yeah, that's really nice. I like ads really good. I understand what you're saying. Most of the people that have been able to build ads, because I want to the interview Aliko Dangote. He was speaking with the young generation. Then it was like it took him years to build one, but it's strongly take us 30 years. Why? We have technology which we can leverage, get rich faster and build faster. It, these days, when people see the industry which we're in, they couldn't leverage on the internet to be able to sell. They have to go out there, network, code DM. Some of them have to do door knocking. You see them telling you they do 100 door knocks every day, all those kind of things. But thank God for the technology now, which has evolved. But a lot of people are still not leveraging on it yet. And I have a question for you. You see people come out today, because I see have some people in my DM. They'll be like, they run ads, they didn't get customer. When you started out running the ads, did it start working immediately?
Yes, sir. I started working immediately because I purchased a course on how to run ads.
Thank
So
you.
I have yes. So I have insight on how to run ads, how to shoot my videos, and what will drive attention, and what to do and what not to do on running my ads. So it start running immediately, sir. In less than 3 days, I start having booking. People start booking inspection, and in less than a week, people have started buying.
That's really nice, and it it's really a great one. To be honest, thank you very much for sharing the story. I think some of the things I've learned personally, which everybody should learn this night too, is take note of when you take site. Some will buy, some will buy. That's the way it works in business. Not everybody's going to buy what you're selling, but that hunger, that desire to be able to move to the next person, it work count. So currently, like, how many people leads do you get on a monthly basis on average?
monthly. So
Yes,
in a week, not even in a week, in 5 days, I got over 300 leads.
over 300 leads in 5 days.
Over 300 leads. So, sir, I did something. I learned about something called law of average. So I have to reach 100 people. In this 100 people, 10 people will come for inspection and only one will buy. So
Mm,
I don't put pressure on myself. I know I have to reach such a number of people before a one person buy. I have to reach 100
that.
people before 10 come for inspection and only one will be able to buy or only one will be interested. So I don't put pressures on my customers.
So getting to know the caliber of people you sold to, can you give us a insight into what has come of some of your customer avatars, the kind of people you've been able to sell to? Because when we had the conversation, you told me the property you're selling is around 7.5 million per plot. So who are these kind of people that have bought from you? Are they business owners? What do they have going on? Because I know you engage your customers when they come around. And also, secondly, how do you engage with your customer on phone when you get your lead, cold lead? How do you engage with them on phone? Let's have those two questions. Let's have those two answers for those two questions.
Okay, so these people are usually middle class people, and both of them, some of them work and some of them are business owners. So these are the kind of people I'm dealing with. And on phone, some people used to call me, and some of my ads, in fact, all of my ads direct you to my WhatsApp account. So some move directly to my WhatsApp, and some call me. And when they call me, I used to respect them, and I used to do something like what is called mirroring. So I learned from for the training you did with for how to
Okay.
pick up calls, how to mirror your customer.
Okay, I'm with you.
I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't get that part clearly. You were talking about mirroring.
Yes, mirroring. Like mirroring is when a customer calls and you talk like in a slowly way, so you have to talk slowly. If you talk fast, you have to talk fast. Since I'm Hausa, if he talks in Hausa, combining Hausa and English, I have to do that. I have to mirror my customer. What he is exactly doing, I have to do it too.
Mm.
So by then they used to trust me before even saying me because most of them told me that Musin, I trust you. And 30% of my customers are not based here in Nigeria. Some of them are in Iraq, Dubai, and Saudi Arabia. So they used to send their list of things to view the site for them, and at the end, they are able to buy. So they used to tell me that Muslim, we didn't even see you, we never see you, but trust me, we trust you, and because you are transparent in all your transactions, you are transparent in everything. So we trust you, and we will really want to do more deals with you.
Yeah, I think thank you very much for that. I sincerely do appreciate, and thank you for making reference to that training you had with Paul Fo, which is very important. Whereby you learn mirroring. I'm so happy at least in some ways or the other I've been able to contribute to that too. And thank you very much. When you were you said some of your customers Iraq, Dubai, Saudi Arabia. When you're running your ads, do you run the ads to target them?
No, I run my ads only to Kano people. So since they registered their Facebook, their location is Kano State, so they can see my ads when even they're there.
I get it. I get it. I get it now. And also, like, I want to know how frequent do you make videos, new videos?
Pardon?
How frequent do you make new videos?
Since currently I'm working on different sites. Like currently today, I just signed a deal with one real estate company that I should advertise their products, their projects. So I used to run like 5 ads of different companies currently. So whenever I did, although it's only one video, when I do the video, then run the ads, I don't do another video. So I do a video once.
Wow, wow, that's really nice. And thank you very much. So let me allow some of the audience to ask questions. So we can take. If you have a question, just drop it in the live chat. I'm watching Tamara, Ifi, Madrubueke, Yemisi, Miriam Ajibo. Is good to have you. Lawal, Funke Ayeni. John, drop a message in the group. Whoever wants to ask question, can come and ask question. Thank you very much, Musin. I'll be coming to Kano very soon, and we're going to see definitely.
Yeah, well, can't wait to see you, sir.
In that axis. So I will talk in the DMs.
Yes, can't wait to see you, sir.
Your question. We have the big dog here. You can ask your question. Um. Also, probably during the course of our conversation, probably there's something I didn't touch on. You might want to touch on it. Why people ask questions.
Okay. Um, sir, before I start, I really emphasize and I really leverage on education. That's all I can say to people, that they should really put their best in education. Although, and I, yes, I can remember, sir, you introduced me to a book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That
Sorry,
helps me set my goals.
I didn't hear that.
You introduced me to a book. You introduced me to a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which really helps me to set my goals and
Hmm.
really transform my mindset. And if I can remember, I set my goal to earn 10 million naira in this year, and you said that's too small. So I have
Yeah,
to move over to
I mean, 10 million is
20
not.
million naira.
Yeah,
In fact, in fact, today you told me that I should move from 20 million to 25 million.
yeah, exactly.
And
Today
I
we have
just,
10 million. I was telling you, let's do 25 million. Let's attempt 25. Because the truth is, see, you have something that is working already. You need to leverage on it. There's this woman, she's a top seller when it comes to our industry. She does like what he does too. She last in 2019, she closed about 3 billion in sales. 3 billion in sales. And this woman is such a top dog. And I think in 2023, she closed about 13 billion in sales. Those are the kind of level we're trying to attempt to. So imagine you close 13 billion in sales. Because trust me, if you are closing 13 billion in sales, company will take you serious up to 10%. I have up to 1.3 billion leveraging on the internet, pushing out videos there. That's what people do. They make a lot of quality videos and they leverage on the internet to sell. I know people really go out when it comes to running ads, and I'm sure, yeah. Last year alone in November, we invested about 3.6 into 3.5 into running ads. 3. There are bigger levels thing, and I think the basis for achieving bigger goals, bigger this thing, bigger results is we need to set bigger goals. Until you set bigger goals, you won't achieve bigger results. So, what are you doing before joining real estate? Someone is asking, my brother, what are
you
you
said,
doing before you join real estate?
pardon? I didn't get you, sir.
Someone was asking, what were you doing before you joined real estate?
Yes, I'm currently an assistant manager in an event center. I'm still working there.
Imagine, imagine. I know what you do. You said currently an assistant manager in an event center, and you still work there. But a lot of
Yes,
people are not doing anything, and they have the whole wide world. And you have to come to things. You still go to sites. You take people for inspection. Like how many inspections do you do on a weekly basis?
on a weekly basis, close to 15 sometimes
Imagine 50
crazy. Like every day, even my boss, even my boss used to say, "Moshe, you don't stay at work now. You don't stay in the office. You come and go. You come and go." I said,
you're
"Sorry, sir."
a big dog already, and you're almost leaving.
Now, currently, right now, we are holding an event. I just have to leave the office since I can't stay
Oh
there. I have
wow!
to find another
God,
event.
thank you very much. Pleasure to have you. Thank you very very much. Thank you. So very quickly, let me go to the next question. Someone said, in running ads, do you use your personal account or do you open a different account?
Yes, I opened a different page, which is called Musin Estate Expert. So I have to relate myself with real estate. But beside that, I have a brand called Naira Real Estate Brokerage because I'm planning on uh, going over to brokerage maybe by next year. Since by now I even have teams that works
Brokerage or
with me.
development, which one?
Hello?
You said you're planning to move over to brokerage or development, which one?
Brokerage.
Okay.
Because even right now, I have a team of two people that work with me, and these are my brothers because I can't do it alone. I run ads of different, like 5 to 4
Love.
projects, so I used to delegate. They used to take people to inspection too, although they are new, but I used to like have a meeting with them, share all the insights, and I just delegate to them to do other things to help me.
Wow, wow, wow. That's really nice. Also, someone is asking about the trainings you attended. Which one aided traffic in your business? Which one? Let me ask about the training you attended. Which one aided traffic in your business? Let me say this quickly, and you are going to talk. See, the truth
Okay.
is, when you are learning in life, especially you're trying to learn various stuff, the truth is, it's just like digging through gold. And I tell people most, you don't know where you are going to strike the gold. You only know gold is in a location. So what you have to do is you have to dig through the dirt, you take out the dirt,
Yeah.
and you focus on the gold. See, in learning, a lot of people are just looking for shortcuts, and I'm sorry, but it's the truth. In learning, the truth is not everything you learn will be valuable. But you just have to still show up from this training to that other training to this training to that other training. Because sometimes when you're it's every time when you're trying to get to gold, you do to debt, but you do away with the debt and you focus on the goal. So let me allow you answer the question. Of all the training you attended, which one aided traffic in your business?
Really, sir, I can't tell because I attend numerous
Sorry?
trainings. I can't tell because I attend numerous trainings, even those that are
Exactly.
not related to real estate. Sir.
Exactly.
I,
That's the way it goes. Exactly. The course you said you bought for art, how much did you buy the course for?
I'm sure most people will be surprised. It is 2,900 naira.
Imagine 2,900.
2,900 naira.
I think what I might do for the benefit of those that are in the class, I might just decide to buy for. But the problem, no, I'm not buying for anybody. People should take responsibility for themselves. It's very important. One of the reasons why this, I'm being honest, one of the reasons we don't grow in this side of the world is we like to be spoon fed. We so much like to be spoon fed. People sit down and wait for things to happen, and nothing will ever work unless you get to work. Nothing will ever work unless you get to work. People really sit down and wait for things to happen. Someone is asking, is there any special tactics you use in closing deals? That's the best thing. People are overcomplicating this thing. But since Musin is new in the industry and he has closed over, let me allow Musin to talk. Is there any special tactics you use in closing deals?
Number one is I used to ask questions. Although there are different kind of questions, situation question, problem question. So I read
Sorry,
it in a book.
again.
I used to ask questions, different
By
kind
the way,
of questions.
sorry, please, you should be taking notes. Even me, I have my notes here. I'm learning. So people should be taking notes. I expect you to be taking notes. We have about 30, 40 people going in and out. So you should be taking notes and you should be engaging. So you used to ask questions. Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. I used to ask questions. I read a book called Speed Selling, and that's where I got most of my ideas on how to ask questions, the questions to
Sorry.
ask, how to respond to questions. Pardon?
What do you call the name of the book?
Spin selling.
Can you spell the spell? I can't hear that clearly.
Spin. SPIN.
STIN.
IN. Yes.
Spin. S-
Selling. SPIN. Spin selling.
okay, spin. I get it now. Okay.
Yes, sir. Which uh, helps me to understand how to ask questions, which is situation question, problem question, and how to close sale. So I have to understand. I used to understand the customer first before I even present the project. On our way to the site, I used to ask him questions, know more about him and the things he may like. And at the end, I will show that our product or our project will solve that his problem that he's looking to solve. So that's the only
I think
tactic.
okay. I like what you do because, and I tell people when it comes to sales, a lot of people go the wrong way. When you as a salesperson, you should see yourself as a doctor in the hospital. Imagine you go
Yes,
to
sir.
the doctor is just giving you drugs, not even asking what's wrong. You won't trust that doctor, and the same works for sales. So most time, so can you give us some of the questions you ask your people? It's the practical class, so people can learn.
Okay, sir. Number one question is, are you new in investing into real estate? Are you new? Are you? This is the first time you invested. Some said yes, some said no. And the second question is, what are the goals for you? Are you willing to build here in this project, or are you willing to like keep it for investment, for capital appreciation? So from then, I know how to move further with the discussion. If you are new, then I know I have to tell you more. I have to show you more features of the project. But if you are already into the game of a real estate, then I know how to do it in the other way.
I think it's the where the bulk of the work is if you are selling to first time buyers. If you are selling to experienced buyers, you don't really have a lot of stress.
Yes, you don't, you don't,
You don't really have a lot of stress. You don't really have a lot of stress.
you don't.
So moving on, let me go to the next question. Someone said, "What's the name of the group you said the interviewer introduced?" Oh, he was talking. I was. It's the book, not a group. A book. He introduced any group to him. All the groups got him himself. He went on search. And mind you, he has talked about two things that was notable in his own journey tonight. He said, starting out, he was able to leverage on some Facebook groups, went to site, did fantastic video, posted in some of those groups. A lot of people don't even have personal videos, talk less of even going to it. People, some people have not even settled down to check what are some of the groups I can post some of my products in. And secondly, you talked about running ads. So when he was talking about what's in the group, I think the right question is what's the name of the book? Think and Grow Rich. Very powerful book on mindset. I think that's one of the best book on building wealth. And also, can you arrange a training on ads for us? Oh no, come on. We took Mr. Musin. You still want him to? Oh no, come on. I think the best thing I might do is I might please plead with him and probably, but there are a lot of courses online. You can go and get these things. There are more than enough. Probably he might drop the link for the course.
Yes,
Please,
I
can
can.
you run the course? Can we get the link to buy the course? You run the ad yourself. Yes, you run the ad yourself, not with any
Yes,
media aid.
yes.
What
I wrote
is
it myself.
asking? What are your target audience when you are running the Instagram ads? Do you run
My
on
target audience,
do you run on Instagram ads or from Meta ads?
no, meta ads. Meta
Yeah,
ads.
because that's another thing. See, guys, when you're trying to run ads, two different things. Some people just do boost post. Boost post works for some people, but most time to get the best effect, I would always recommend you run from Better Ads Manager. That's
Yes,
the
it's
best.
better.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to go about it. So, who do you target? Musina Muti, who do you target?
The people.
Yeah, someone is
Okay,
asking. Run ads.
okay.
Who are you target?
The age is 25 to 65. Only
Sorry.
25 years old. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, only 25 years old people will see my food. Since 18-year-old, 20-year-old cannot be able to afford my product, so I don't
You're right.
bother for them to see
Yeah,
my post. Yes,
you're
only
right.
25-year-old to 65-year-old. And most of my audience age range is 35 to 40.
Hmm.
35 to 40. And I only target people from Kano State since the project is in Kano State.
Yeah.
But we are planning to add some states, our neighboring states like Abuja, Kaduna, but we'll do it in our next project.
Okay. Good. What of the interest? Do you target what of some of the interests?
The interest is real estate, yes, real estate. People that are interested in real estate and investing.
Okay, that's really nice. And someone is asking, what's the name or link to the training that turned things around for you? That one that cost 2,000 plus. I think Muslim, you might have to drop the link of the course. For a lot of people are, apart from running ads, what base do you use in generating leads?
Only running ads. In fact, sir, I don't post on my status. I never post on my status.
Yeah, top dog, you know, right? Because me, I still post actually. I close a lot of my deals. I think most of the deals me I closed on my WhatsApp status. And I think one thing I'm very good with is to I can upsell people. I have someone that come and buy a property of me. I can still maintain relationship with that person till I'm able to build to like 20, that person will get 5 million from me. And I think it's one of the things people should pay attention to. Rather than seeing a one-time thing with your customer or prospect, build a relationship with them to the extent whereby you can get the lifetime value out of the customer. You are selling a property for 4 5 million. Your customer shouldn't be only spending 4 5 million with you. Build a relationship with them so well. In the next 24 months, you want them to spend up to 20 million, up to 25 million with you. And if you do it so well, they will refer people to you.
Yes.
Have you gotten referrals?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Very
Multiple of referrals.
multiple referrals. Very good. But you don't post on WhatsApp status because you have your strategy. So how do you follow up on your leads that come in?
I used to save their number. So any project, and every new project that we have, so we used to
So
broadcast to them.
you have a broadcast list.
Maybe yes, every project that we have, since you don't buy from this our current one, so the next one we send it to you. Maybe you will be interested. So from there, we get some of our clients from the people that have already shown interest into
Mhm.
our project.
That's really nice. So the major way you follow up is through broadcast list, right?
Yes, sir.
And apart from product, do you send any message to them in the broadcast list? Any other message?
Yes, like Friday messages, since 80% of them are Muslims, like Friday messages, and
Sorry,
since
what
I
is
saved their number, hello.
private private messages?
Yes, Friday messages. Since
Okay,
maybe
Friday
80% of them.
prayer, all those
Yes,
stuff.
Friday. Yes,
Okay,
and since I saved their number and they have my number too, so anytime I saw somebody uh, celebrating birthday or anything that I supposed to wish him with love, I used to.
that's really nice. That's really nice. That's really nice. Someone said, "How name of the book, please?" I think he has talked about two books this night. He talked about spin selling, and he talked about think and grow rich for opening your mind to wealth. And someone said, "How do you handle objections?"
I already said that I don't put pressure. The
Hmm.
customer will never see a pressure on my face since I understand how the game works. If you don't buy, somebody will buy. I'm sure
Yeah.
somebody will be interested. My only goal is to reach to more people. That's
Yeah.
what I'm focusing. I
I
know I
think
have to reach 100 people.
okay.
I know I have to reach 100 people before I have 10 site inspections. And in that 10 site inspection, only one or two will buy. So you will never see the pressure on my face. So, so I'm
I think
relaxed. I know if you don't buy, somebody will buy. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
understand the game very well.
One of the major reasons because see when it comes to let's say sales, let me be honest with you. Nobody wants to see you as no. Okay, let me put it this way: nobody wants to bring your breakthrough sales. So you must always look like the kind of money you want to collect. And the moment you start being pressuring people, you message them in the morning. Oh, good morning, sir. I didn't hear from you. Oh, good afternoon. I didn't hear. Good. They will feel so distant, and they will just ignore you and they will fall out. But one of the way you've been able to handle is because you have more people in your pipeline. So if this person is not buying, the next person is buying.
Yes, sir.
So that's really nice. So spin selling by who, please? Someone is asking.
Okay, I can't remember the author, but it's Space Selling.
Yeah, probably after the call, you might just drop it in my DM on
Okay,
the
I'll be
yeah.
okay, sir. I'll be.
So I think if we don't have question, we might let me see. I think we've answered most of the question. Um, thank you very much, Musin, and I sincerely do appreciate for taking out time to spend the evening here with us. I really, really appreciate, and I honestly don't take it for granted. In conclusion, those people that are out there who are frustrated with the journey, who don't understand how to take the next step of action, putting in the work, they've been what sort of advice do you have for them?
Number one, sir, they should put a lot of energy in education. You have to understand what you're doing first. That will make you different from other people. In every company I work with, they always want to work with me. They said that I'm the best. I'm now their best salesman. They respect me a lot since
I
although they said I'm
been able to differentiate yourself.
with the knowledge. So people don't leverage on social media. I used to leverage on social media. I'm dressing well because I had a training that said if I'm selling 10 million naira property, I have to look 10 million naira. So I used to invest
I think
in
you're right.
myself.
You're native, by the way, very neat and sharp. Okay.
So I used to invest in myself too, because since I'm dealing with high net worth people and middle class people, so I have to invest in myself. So they have to leverage on education and to leverage on social media. Social media plays a vital role in sales. I've never talked to anyone face to face. I've never talked to anyone face to face. In fact, 80% of my friends don't know what I'm doing because they've never saw me talking to anyone. This is a property buying. I don't do it. I only pick calls from clients. Yeah, I am Muslim Ibrahim. Yes, the property is that,
I
everything.
like that.
So,
Very neat, Rahim. I like your. Thank you.
so leverage on education and also social media and play and do your best to be different. Always invest in education. Buy courses, invest in education. And trust me, when you invest in education, many things are going to come into your mind. Many things, trust me, you're going to change. In fact, even yesterday I attended a training with Russell Brunson. I'm currently reading his book called Expert Secrets.
Hmm.
Expert Secrets. So I learned a lot. He said that we should not focus on the money, we should focus on the time frame. And how much time will you be able to make $1 million? So it's not about that $1 million, it's the time it will take you to make that $1 million that
Hmm.
you make. So that plays a vital role in myself. In fact, today we talked me and my brother that we should set goal for every month, not for
Yeah.
a year. Every
Very,
month, this is what we want to, this is what we
very
do.
important.
So I can't get that idea without attending that class. So education plays a vital role in your self success.
Thank you very much, Musin. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much. I think a lot of people enjoy. Probably sometime again we might come around and we'll pick you back. Once it's probably your 500 million in sales, I know it will happen very.
Yes, it's true, sir. It's true, sir.
We create another special flyer for you. We couldn't get your picture without putting on the this thing, but I sincerely do.
Okay.
I don't take it for granted
Okay.
very much. Keep winning,
Okay.
my. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Have a good night rest, everybody.
Okay. Bye.
Oh, sorry. Musin has just given us a brilliant section. And you should know by now, selling real estate is not hard, to be honest. Probably you're doing something wrong. That's why you're not getting results yet. Don't be frustrated if you're on the journey. I know it can be hard, it can be tough. He was able to leverage on social media to sell. And sometimes the simple things we don't pay attention to is what matters. See how he started out going into groups, going to sites, making beautiful videos, quality videos. Because the truth is, your video needs to look neat and sharp, and he has been able to leverage on the internet to sell. He gave out books about how he read. He told you recently he's still reading Expert Secrets. So you have to put in the work. And how he has been able to get bulk of his clients is through running ads. And he said, find a way to distinct yourself. So I think we had a great night together. Thank you very much, everybody, for showing up. And thank you. Please engage that community, prop up community. We are building something that is very solid. Mushin is one of the top guys I met. He told you, he reached out to me when he started, and he told you how much deals he has closed already, over 100 million. So you should be closing deals. You should be closing deals. And I look forward to those groups. To be honest, I look forward to a group whereby at least our first 1 year together, we can point out to over 100 people, close 100 million in sales. He did it in 4 months. You can do it. You don't have two words. So believe in yourself, trust in God, keep praying, put in the work, and do the right thing. Cheers, guys. We catch up later.